let's talk about the Battle Pass. Okay. So as I mentioned before, I've done this about a month. I've pretty much have all the rewards, including Prowler and the Omni Sword. So let's just start with the main pass. All right, let's go back here to page 1. Now, as I mentioned before, I don't typically care for a lot of the Fortnite's original creations. So with that in mind, I can honestly say that things like the Suzuki 2.0 don't really interest me. Now, this this tech burst wing I thought was really cool actually because it matches the Omni Sword so well. And I thought they make just a wonderful pairing if you want to use a harvesting tool and have like a matching back bling with it. So I thought that was really cool. And I'll talk more about the sword later once we get to that particular section. As far as the other stuff, these emoticon things, while I think they are a neat idea, they don't really do much for me. I have found, like with that Boundless bundle I was talking about earlier with the cape, that you can put like those emoticon sticker things on the cape and stuff. So if I have more variety later, because right now this is all I have, being a new player, I think that would be cool actually going forward, and I might like this sort of stuff better because I can use it in more diverse ways. You know what I'm saying? This, again, I'm really not big on sprays. I don't really use them much in Overwatch. And while I do kind of like hollow sprays in Apex because it's like a thing you throw out and then it shows the spray, this stuff where you just put on a wall doesn't really interest me as much. Now, with it being Marvel and me being a big Marvel fan, this does have more appeal to me because of that. So I would definitely say that this is cool. This goes good as the back bling with the glider. Yeah, that was actually a glider. I messed up. I said that was a back bling. I meant to say it was a glider. But yeah, so this it's cool again if you wanna have the other thing as a glider, but then also have the back bling to match when you're running around the map. This I just think is a cool picture and stuff like that. I do like this and stuff. And this too I think looks cool. Again, I'm not really into a lot of the original content stuff, but it does look neat. Now this is where my whole original content thing goes out the window. I absolutely love how they do wraps in this game. Because like, okay, in Apex, if you want, say like a common wrap would be like a midnight color that looks black. You have to buy midnight for every single gun you want to use it on. The flatline, you have to buy it. The Havoc, you have to buy it, and so on. What's really cool about how the, excuse me, I have to mute for a minute so I can clear my throat better. What's really nice, I'm back. What's really nice about the Fortnite system is how you guys have it where it's like, oh, I can take this cool wrap and just slap it on whatever I want. I can slap it on my ARs, slap it on my SMGs, slap it on my vehicles and everything else in between and all that. So it's like it's cool that I don't have to buy the wrap like multiple times for each individual weapon. That is one thing I will say is really amazing with the Fortnite system. And even the stuff that isn't like themed after Marvel or like an anime or cartoon in some way, it looks really nice. Like this, honestly, from just a wrap standpoint, is really cool. Now, like these colors, I wouldn't really like in like a skin for the regular Fortnite characters, but specifically for a wrap, I think is fantastic. It's very nicely done for what it is. It's a little maybe cartoony and toy-like and stuff, but I kind of dig that. It's very cool. Okay, on to the next thing. Again, same with this one. I do like the rap stuff in general, and there's only a couple raps I found that I don't really enjoy. Like, I find the Galaxy hard to look at because of the space theme and stuff. It kind of like messes with my eyes, so I don't really like that. But in a general sense, I think it's cool. This, of course, the emote with the sword. Anything to make this sword cooler is, top notch in my book. This whole, like, chainsaw thing. Now, again, being a new player, I don't really understand the point of this. I don't know if it's supposed to go with like the gunner character or whatever. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to go with him or not. But I have to admit, I don't really like the chainsaw stuff. I don't really like this. I don't really like this. It's just not my bag. I get what they're trying to go for, but in general, I don't like it. Especially because the stuff's kind of noisy and things when you're using it. And just, I don't like the general look. The gunner character himself, again, I mentioned how I don't like a lot of the original creations of Fortnite, so for him, he's not all that appealing for me. I do think, like, this is cool just because it's a neat concept, and it's nice to have a variety of banner icons. Again, not big into sprays, and it being of a original Fortnite creation doesn't really appeal to me all that much. Same with the screen. Okay. Loading screen. Okay, on to page 3. Again, saw thing with the emote stuff, not my thing. A recolor of a skin of a character I don't really care about. Same thing here. Now, I will admit, the helmet version does look cooler because, he kind of has like this Colossus meets Iron Man vibe about him, and that does definitely increase the cool points in my book, but not enough for me to be like, oh, woo, that's so amazing, Again, same with the emoticon thing. I get the point of them, but not really my thing. Same with this thing. It's, another color of that skin concept. The music packs, I actually don't play this game with any music on. For like leaves and stuff, so I don't pay attention to them, I don't listen to them, none of that kind of stuff. If you guys are hearing the music now, I don't know if you are, but this is honestly the most I've ever listened to it that I can hear in my ears. It's just not something I really go out of my way for. I get what the point of this is because of the fortress POI thing, but again, it doesn't really appeal to me. I know it's part of the whole lore and stuff, but I'm not really into Fortnite for its original content and lore. So for me, I'm just kind of like, eh. Again, chainsaw thing, not really my deal. Again, spray for a character I don't really care about, whatever. Now this is an exception. I think the wings are cool. These match so many characters. Obviously it looks a little weird on her because she has that anime cartoon style, and the wings do not. But generally speaking, I do really dig the wings in just a general sense. It's very cool. Same thing with this Imagine Blade, the sword here. It's just, again, it's a neat looking harvesting tool. I'm a huge fan of knives, swords, daggers, any bladed weapon. I guess I kind of don't like axes that much. But like, anything of like this type of shape and aesthetic and stuff, I find very cool. Obviously, again, same thing I said earlier before about the original characters. Same with her. But I do think the general icon is cool. Again, this being the glider that looks like the wings, again, very cool. This I actually specifically do like a lot. Again, with the loading screen, with the original stuff, not really my bag. Now this bat, I do think it's kind of cool for the sense that it reminds me of the Lucille bat type thing from The Walking Dead. And considering I don't know if we have that, I don't think Negan's part of the Walking Dead crossover. So to not have it officially, but have something like this is very cool. Segway stuff. Segway's cool. Controversial and stuff like that, I just think it's neat. So I'm all for those. I get the graffiti thing and what they're trying to do, but that contrail just really doesn't work for me. This thing is kind of cool because it reminds me of the mainframe set, which I'll probably go over that too. 1 second. I'll probably go over that too because technically it was part of the season, not part of the battle pass, but a thing you could purchase. It was the big season bundle, and I like that because it looks like the Fortnite style of the teddy bear that the other person has that I will show. Again, loading screen of characters that I don't really care about, so I'm like, eh. I do think that's cool because it looks like the cat, but other than that, yeah. Again, character I don't care about, who cares? Same thing with this, same thing with this. Now the wrap, cool wrap. Again, it's not one that I dislike, like I was mentioning with the Galaxy, so aces in my book. Now this one, I will say for an original creation thing, I do like it because I like the general image. The image is very cool. So this one does kind of get a pass on my whole I don't like original Fortnite stuff. It's okay. It's not like my favorite emote or whatever. Again, goes for someone I don't really care about, so, you know. And I already mentioned how I feel about the music packs. Again, another rap. Very cool. Neat rap. I don't really see anything wrong with it. I'm glad it's in the game. Yippee-ki-yay. Don't have much to say with this. I will say this is a better one, because, I mean, I think the battle bus looks very cool and stuff, but, again, I don't have any big attachment to it, because it's Fortnite stuff. And, yes, I know I'm playing the game, but I'm not like, oh my god, Fortnite. You know. Him knowing his story and stuff is kind of cool. He does have a neat built-in emote, but again, it's not really my thing. Pretty much anything that's made originally for Fortnite and isn't some sort of crossover thing, unless it's the anime type stuff, I'm going to be like, about. This is kind of cool. It is a neat idea for a weapon, and definitely would work with some of the Marvel characters and stuff. You know, like the Thanos thing or whatever, you could definitely see that being something he would wield. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Again, Also, not really my thing. I get it goes in him and stuff, but not really my thing. Alright, now we're getting to some of the stuff that I can actually talk about that I really do like. Original character for the anime stuff. Absolutely amazing. I love this. I love her harvesting tool. And I love the wheel of daggers that go with it. I also do like the general cat helmet banner thing. Him I don't really care much about. Her back bling, again, very cool. It's got that anime cartoony style. Very neat. And this one I will actually say that I care about because, again, it's attached to the... Excuse me, I need to burp. It is attached to the anime character, so I think that is very awesome. Again, attached to the character, so I'm cool with it. I think it's neat that they give you the daggers in not only a glider, but a contrail. So it's like you can have both put together or separate them to get, you know, a different kind of vibe. Again, cool emote for the cool daggers. I just have to say this is one of the emoticons I like more because it does the heart of her back bling. So that's cool. Again, don't really care. I do think the emote's cool. Just the transformation thing, but as far as the overall character, I don't really care. Music pack, I already talked about how I feel about those, and that one's kind of Everything? Wow, did I really go through all of that? Wow, that went quicker than I imagined. Okay. Oh yeah, and then for this, I forgot about this part. A recolor of hers. Now, this is really cool, because as it'll point out later, you get recolors of all the other stuff. I think it's cool that when you get stuff like this, you get a recolor of the back bling, you get a recolor of the daggers, contrail, that kind of stuff. It really makes it so when you're trying to do those presets for your locker, it's wonderful. Okay, last one. I do like this because it's a Marvel icon. You know, same with this being Marvel, 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 this being Marvel. I love Marvel. Glad it's all in the game. Like I said before, Doctor Strange is not my favorite character in the world, but I'm glad it's all here. Especially, too, because I mix a lot of this stuff with a Wanda skin that I have, because she just came out. And, yeah, that's awesome. Alright, sorry about that. Specifically, I was talking about the Omni Sword before, so let's talk about it now. This, like, I don't like every blade, I don't like every color, I don't like every guard, but just the sheer amount of customization you can do with this thing is just, it blows my mind, man. Like, you can have two of the same blade on one side, you can mix and match all these different things, you can have a single blade, you can have multiple, you know, you can have the two, like, holding one in each hand, you know, as, like, we went over the emote and stuff before. There's just so much to this, and I'm very glad they put something like this in here. Now, if you notice, I have everything. I love that you can do all the collars and the guards. I have all the sounds. It's just wonderful. The bad thing is, I mean, I get why, it's a pass. It's supposed to take a while. The bad thing is, like, this took me quite a while to get everything together. I ended up having to find all the chips for the quests up until last week. I ended up having to do all of the quest challenges and stuff up until last week. And it took me a while to amass this thing. But I'm so glad that I have it because it gives me so much variety and so much customization. Prowler thing. I can go over just really quickly and easily. I generally like the stuff. I do think his glider is very cool, and the wrap is amazing. As far as the Prowler character, I don't really have any... Oh yeah, this is good too. As far as the Prowler character goes specifically, again, not one of my favorite Marvel characters. I would much rather have, like I said, I'm a big fan before of Spider-Man, Wolverine. I would also love to have people like Magneto in the game. Magneto would be sick. Even people like Quicksilver, Avalanche, Pyro. Oh, Pyro. Like, I actually really like the Brotherhood of Mutants and stuff like that. So, I mean, even like Rogue and Gambit I know are in, like, packs or whatever. I like the item shop bundle sets. They'd be cool too. Like, okay, there's so many more Marvel characters that I like above Prowler. I don't, like, dislike him, and I do like Doctor Strange more than him, so I'm not saying he's, like, a bad character, but it's just not my favorite. I'm glad I did these quests. I'm glad I own the thing, because it's Marvel. It's cool. I'm glad I own it. But how often would I use these, I really can't say. Only time will tell. Okay, and as far as the bonus rewards are concerned, let's go back all the way to the beginning. Again, don't much care about her. This is very cool. I do wish that this was part of the main battle pass, because it's like, it gives you everything else, right? You're playing as Stephen Strange, you're getting his glider, you're getting the book on his back, the emoticon thing with the GG, all this kind of stuff is in the main pass, but they have you do the bonus rewards, which I think it was like, 15 stars or something for this? And it's like, it's in the bonus rewards. It's like, it should be in the main thing. All the other contrails are in the main thing, for the anime woman over here and stuff like that. It's like, why wasn't this? So that's really my only gripe with this. I think it's very cool. I just wish it was part of the main pass and you didn't have to do the bonus rewards to get it. For her, again, very cool. The Sylvian thing, again, is it's going to run through. There's daggers, and there's the harvesting tool, the back bling, all that good stuff. And I think that's amazing. Again, great if you're trying to put everything together to make a particular set for your locker. This is cool. Works great and stuff like that. I use that with Doctor Strange. This is another thing I do wish was part of the main pass, because again, it's a wrap that goes with Doctor Strange. Why is it in the battle pass? You tell me you couldn't have put it somewhere in the main pass. I get it, but it's like page 2. In order to collect page 2, you got to complete the pass and collect page 1. So it's like, if somebody just really wants this wrap, but say doesn't care about her, or doesn't care about him, or hell doesn't care about her, you got to collect all these different rewards just to get the one thing you really want. And it's just, I think that kind of stinks. But I mean, I get it. It's a semi-new system they're trying out and stuff. Versus like their old system from back in the day. So it's gonna have its pros and cons. All right. Again, don't much care about her. These, okay. While I like the helmet picture as the banner, I don't really like the helmet for, excuse me. Sorry, I had to burp. I don't really like it for her. I get the helmet thing's kind of cool because, like the people from, the 7 or whatever, the like Origin or all of them have like cool helmets and stuff. So for her to have her own is kind of neat. But yeah. Here is where I start to have very mixed feelings about stuff. See, the problem with pages 3, 4, and 5 is they all have very specific themes. This page is entirely Stealth Silver, this page is entirely Tempest, this page is entirely Vivid. And the problem with that is nothing goes with this crap. None of it is designed. Like, okay, the easiest one to explain would be the anime girl. She has none of her other stuff. Her harvesting tool, her glider, her contrail in Stealth Silver, or in Tempest, or Vivid. So you don't have things that automatically go with it. You either have to use the base stuff and hope it kind of matches, or you have to go a completely different direction and put things together. Like as I mentioned, I was doing it in game. I took her General Tempest skin and added a bunch of Doctor Strange stuff to it. I used the Style Supreme wrap. I have the book on her back. I even kept her cape on to try and make her look more like a sorceress and stuff like that. But it's like she has nothing as part of the rewards you get this season that really go with it, and that's kind of frustrating. So yeah. As far as like the general style, I think the silver's cool. I think it looks good. I think the Tempest is generally cool. The Vivid one is a little hit and miss. I do like her hair. Oh shoot, it doesn't show for the big preview. Oh, there it goes. I do like her hair and stuff like that. Like, I do think it's nice, but again, it's a problem of what do I put with it? Maybe that's a personal thing, but yeah, So that's really my only thing is like, if you really want stuff to like, do the whole matchy thing, like these last 3 pages are just really not good for you. Excuse me, I'm going to pause the mic for a minute so I can take a drink. So yeah, I mean, that's really my big issue with it is there's nothing in the general set that goes with them. So honestly, once I got to finishing this page, I didn't really care about these as much. And also, I'm in the same system problem that I was in earlier that I mentioned. I don't really care about this character or this character or this character. I just want her and I just want him. But I have to collect everything to get everything on this page to go to this page. And it's like, it would just be nice if you could be a little more picky and choosy. Like, I understand that the bonus rewards need to be bonus. So it's like, well, you have to finish the battle pass and stuff like that, which I generally understand. But I just wish beyond that point, they would let me pick and choose. Because it literally is bonus rewards, so I should be able to take the rewards I want. And the only reason I really like these first 3 pages, and I don't mind buying some of the stuff, is like, okay, she comes with 5 rewards when you claim her. She comes, with her skin, the different stuff, the alternate thing. She has the alternate color for the back bling. I don't mind claiming these because it gives me a variety of stuff. But once you get to pages 3, 4, and 5, that's it. Claiming this literally just gives you her Tempest thing. It does not give you, like I said, an alternate color for her harvesting tool, for her glider, for nothing. If it did that, I would like this more. If it did it for this, same thing for all these people. I would love recolors of the stuff that I have earlier in the Battle Pass. Why aren't they a thing? Unless that's something that's going to come out next season or something, or is it just they didn't have time to make it, or that would be too much value for the past? I don't understand the reason. So it's just kind of upsetting. Not like, rage upsetting, but, it's just kind of like, I would like to make cool matching outfits and stuff like that. But I can't, because they're not in the game. Unless I'm missing them somewhere. I mean, if they are, man, please tell me, But I can't find them. Anyway, so that's the Battle Pass. The other part that I wanted to go to talk about the pack. The pack I thought was amazing for this season. Because you got her, Zoe, and I think she's just really cool. Also, I really like her harvesting tool. Okay, the only gripe I have with her harvesting tool is if you notice on the bottom left there, the edit style is grayed out. There's no other version of this. But if you check out the other anime characters that I got from that infiltration pack I mentioned earlier, like this one has an alternate style. This one has an alternate style. This one has an alternate style. If you're curious what they look like, it's basically like a pickaxe. Okay? It's like, I would have liked something for that. Some sort of alternate style. I don't exactly know what it would be, but I would have liked something like that. That's really the only disappointing part I have about this pack, is the fact that I wish, like, her outfit or the harvesting tool would have had an alternate style. Because that's another thing, too. Okay, some of these don't. Like, she didn't. She doesn't. He doesn't. But this girl does. She has the one with the headphones that you can plainly see, or the one with the hood. So it's like, I really wish that Zoe would have come with an alternate style for herself, or an alternate style for her harvesting tool. I just think that would have been really cool. Generally though, the back bling. This little dude is really dope, and he has got to be one of my favorite back blings that I own in the game currently. So yeah. And that's kind of why I like this guy. Because, it kind of reminds me of this, but instead of, it not being like an animated style, and of course we're talking like a teddy bear versus a kitty cat. But still, very cool, and I do think that, like, it goes well with the anime characters. Is that everything in her bundle? Oh, no. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, no, the other thing, the wrap. Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to talk about, too. I really like, I don't know if I mentioned this, I might have glossed over it, but I do like her wrap. Because, again, the anime wrap thing, too. And I really like the, is it this one? Which one is it? Up here? Oh, yeah, it is this one. Okay. The sticker 'em up thing, which is part of the mainframe break set, which is where Zoe comes from. So I like that too, and like I said, I like these. So basically, if it's related to the anime stuff, like this is, or if it's Marvel or DC or something like that, I'm definitely going to like it. Alright. I do believe that's everything.